A lot has changed about site modifiers with the release of Vectorworks 2023. And while it throws a little bit of a curveball, the new modifiers are actually better and more intuitive. It just takes a little while to learn them. So I wanted to show you some of the changes with the Planar Pad Modifier. So first I'm going to come over here and add that modifier. So I'm going to do that by using the create objects from shape. And I'll just create a site modifier out of that rectangle. Here's a planar pad, and I'm going to go ahead for the elevations that I'm working on with this model. I'm going to make this one float quite a bit above the actual model that I'm working with. So you can see that that my topography will go up quite a bit right there. So I'll go ahead and update the model. And you're getting these these steep cut lines now with the planar pad. If you want the battered edge like we had before, all you need to do is go back and add a grade limit around that. So I will just throw another rectangle on there, create a new site modifier. And this time for configuration, I want that to be a grade limit. Let's throw this up in 3D so that we can see the change as we update the model. And so now I have a battered edge because I've added that grade limit. So that's how we can control the difference between a cut edge and a battered edge now. Other cool things that happened with Vectorworks 2023 is that in previous versions, you couldn't have a grade limit inside another grade limit, but now you can. So let me show you what that might look like. So I'm going to go ahead and add another planar pad in here. And for this one, I'm going to have it go 2 feet below the surface. There we go. So let's look at what that would look like without having that additional grade limit. Okay, so what you see here is that I have a planar pad inside another planar pad, and the terrain slopes between those two pads. But what if I want this to be, like those sharp cut edges instead? So I'll go back over here into a top plan view. And for this one, I'm going to use the offset tool and just offset it. I'm going to make a duplicate of that offset by 1 inch. And then I'm going to come over here to the object info palette, and I'm going to change the configuration over to a grade limit. So let's go back into a 3D view so we can watch these changes take effect. I'll update the site model. And so now you can see I have a cut edge rather than that sloped edge before. So yeah, planar pads and grade limits are a little bit different with Vectorworks 2023. So enjoy playing around with them. I think that it's a big improvement.